What's the rush? Administer just to us. I don't give a fuck, cause who they gon' touch? You run up on me, won't even discuss the. Hey everybody, welcome back to another motherfucking story time with Sue. And today's story time, y'all, I'ma tell y'all about a life lesson that I had to learn the hard way, okay? Let me tell y'all, some of y'all probably already noticed, and it's probably most likely common sense, but you feel me? Sometimes, motherfucker don't know everything. And so, yeah, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, I wanted to put my little bonnet on because, shit, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The kiddos is asleep. It is currently finna be 11 o'clock at night, and we go. Ow, shit, what the fuck? Ow, y'all. Nah, so we're gonna create this little video, whatever. So, like I said, today's video is gonna be a little life lesson. So, y'all, let me tell y'all about the time that my slow ass I had went and I fell for some bullshittery. Okay, so let me tell y'all. So, it all started when I had met this guy. And what is we gonna call this dude for the video? We're gonna call this man Sean. That's not his name, but we're gonna call him Sean for the sake of the video. So I met this dude, Sean, or whatever. I was in Chicago at the time. I was in I don't even know, y'all. I think I was in 12th grade. I was just getting ready to get out of school and shit. So I ended up meeting this guy. We hit it off well, y'all. The crazy thing is, we had met on Facebook or something. And so, excuse me, y'all. We met on Facebook or something. And so we was cool. We was up in the talking stages. And we was talking for a minute. So I'm trying to think. So we was talking and we decided, later down the line, but bada bing bang, we dating. So me and Sean, we was on some decent ass terms, I kick it with him, he kick it with me, take me around all over this. And this is around the time that COVID was going on and shit. And I remember this vaguely because of the fact that we wasn't supposed to go outside and stuff like that. They was talking about it was super contagious or whatever, or you catch it. And so, yeah, we was still kicking it. I was outside the whole time that COVID was going on and shit like that. Okay, so boom or whatever. Yeah, so boom or whatever. So Sean was telling me about all this stuff that was he was like that he could help me come up with some money or whatever. Like I said, mind you, I don't remember if I was in school or not around this time, but see, Sean liked it to play dangerous. And see, I was into them type of guys, the little hood guys and shiggity, So he was one of them. To sum it up, Sean was more so in the streets. He was gun crazy, all type of shit. Some of the adventures that I went on with Sean, before I get to tell y'all the juicy shit, we ended up going out one time during COVID and shit, and it was never a dull moment. Let me tell y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me clean my glasses. Okay, y'all. We back. So, yeah. We was out, y'all. We had some fun. We had some times. So, one time, we had went out, and he had got, his guys and shit like that. And, I think we was up in his truck. And he had some of his homies, up in the back seat with us or whatever. I just was riding because I wanted to get out the house, y'all. So we ended up going to the G station or whatever because we was smoking out of tree or whatever, and we was trying to get some, some little stuff to roll it in. And so we ended up going up there one time, y'all. And it was some people, like I said, in the truck he had, and then it was some other people in another vehicle. So boom, we pull up to the gas station, and his homies at the other car, they ended up going inside the store, and I think one guy from our vehicle got out the car and went inside of there as well. Next thing you know, they up in there for about a good 5-10 minutes, y'all. Next thing you know, hella dudes, they pull up. I see this car pull up, and I see another car pull up. I see all these cars pull up, and I see all these, none pull up and they get out the car, y'all. And so I see a dude up a gun. Next thing I know, they pointing the gun at the car. I'm like, gee, get me out of here. I instantly, y'all, I hit the floor in the passenger seat. I don't know, fuck, gee, like, that's how, I'm really a thug like that. I be getting down, but see, I ain't that much of no motherfucking thug. Like, you pull a gun out, bitch, I'm out of here. I don't got time for this. I'm at the wrong place at the wrong motherfucking time, bitch. I'm not trying to get shot. I ain't trying to die today, bitch. I still got some living to do. So they up this big fat ass AK. I'm talking about start aiming it, and I'm like, bruh, get me the fuck out of that. You scared? Bitch, hell yeah, I'm scared. Fuck is you talking about? Motherfucker got a whole ass gun in our face. You're tripping. Get me the fuck out of here. Take me home. Take me home. So boom, he skirt up out of there or whatever. It was crazy. It was crazy as fuck, y'all. So we hightailing it up out of there. Like, that was just one crazy adventure. And then, like, another adventure, like, I was in my car this time. So I was taking, like, this how dangerous homie ass played, that Shine played. Like, I had a car, and my car was, like, tinted. The truck that I had at the time. Excuse me. I have a new truck now, but the past truck that I had or whatever had tinted windows and stuff like that. And so, like, whenever he wanted to go somewhere, he was, like, scary as hell. Because he had, ops or whatever you want to call them. So he would, like, sit up in the back seat and shit like that and lay low or whatever. It was crazy as hell, y'all. And this was definitely before I had any kids, before anything. So this was, like, definitely around COVID time. Probably around, like, high school-ish or getting out. I don't remember. All I know is it was around COVID time, y'all. And the shit was crazy as hell. Like, baby, we had some adventures. Then also, Sean is, like, I was holding him the fuck down. That was my babooski. You feel me? My babooski. So, me and his ass, like, his ass ended up becoming homeless at one point or whatever. And fucking, yeah. And when he was homeless and shit, after his, whatever happened, I was so nice. Like, I had somewhere to go, you feel me? But I was nice enough to, stay a couple nights with him in his car, because I just like, damn, homie, I ain't gonna leave you just because, you down bad right now. Shit, I knew you when you was up, and now you down. Shit, I'm here for you. You feel me? I'm your rider. So shit, it was a couple nights that I spent with him in the car just to, keep him company and shit. Because I know if I was homeless, hell, I wouldn't like for somebody to keep me company. Shit, hold on. Y'all already know what the fuck is in this cup, period. The kids is asleep, and it's time for some me time. I spoke too soon, y'all. Yep, sound like the baby's waking up. Okay, well, he quiet right now, so I'm just gonna hurry up and still try to tell this story. So, y'all, I hope y'all can hear me. I really hope y'all can hear me. So, blue, blah, 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 blue, blue, and blue, blah, blee, blee, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then we're gonna backtrack a little bit. So he was still, had his shit together and staying where he was staying at with his OG or whatever. And so, like, I would go over there, from time to time and shit like that. And so we was so cool. I don't even remember how long we was dating though, but we was dating for some decent time, for a couple months. And so, it was, I built a trust with him or whatever. And so he started telling me this bullshit about, this was before I knew about this street shit. Like, I knew street smarts, but I didn't know about this shit. Like, coming from Mississippi all the way to Chicago, and Chicago doing some totally different shit than what the fuck Mississippi got going on. So I'm just like, the hell is this? They say different things. The lingo is different. Everything was different. Even though I'm from Chicago, you feel me? But I wasn't necessarily, like, I was raised there, but, like I said, the lingo is very different than fucking Memphis and Mississippi lingo. Point blank, period. So he was telling me all this shit about motherfucking card cracking or whatever. I didn't know what the shit was. Dead ass, y'all. I did not know what the shit was. Okay, I'm trying to see if he gonna cry or not, because he's like stuttering, and ain't no point in going to get him if he's just gonna go back to sleep. So I'm trying to see what's going on. Hold on. Okay, baby boy wanted to be in here. I guess he felt that I wasn't in the bed. I was trying to get the story done. But anywho, so he didn't necessarily use the term card cracking. He was telling me something, something. For one, I was at the age where I'm like, okay, I'm tired of mobbing everywhere on my feet. I'm trying to give me a little car or whatever. So, shit, dude was like, damn, I could get you, now he was like something, you should work for me or whatever. Like I could put you on or whatever, you get some bread. I'm like, well, I don't know. It depends on what you got me doing. Is it legal? All this and that. Woo woo. And he was like, yeah. So I'm like, gee, I don't know, cause I ain't never, heard of this shit before. He was like, no, you'll be straight. You'll be straight. And so I'm just like, I don't know. I saw my stupid ass. I'm like, well, before I actually tried to do, help work and stuff like that with you or whatever, I would like for you to try to process that on me so I can see that it's legit. Dumb as hell, right? So he was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, explain this to me so I can know what's going on. He telling me what the bam, something about you get a real check and they put it in your account. You don't ask or you don't give him your card information or none of that. Cause I had a bank account at the time, y'all. So he was like, yeah, you don't give me your card information, none of that. All you do is give me like the account number or something. And he was like, boom, I'ma send this over to you and I put it in your account. He was like something about $5,000 or something like that. 5,000 buckos. And he was like, once he put it in there, that I was supposed to go to the bank or whatever, get the money out, split it down the middle, and give him the half, and I keep the other half. I'm like, yeah, but is this legit though? Yeah, it's legit. Woo. I'm like, okay, cool. So my goofy ass, I'm sitting up. I'm like, okay, I feel clean for the okie doke, y'all. So I sit there and and I was like, all right, cool. So he wasn't asking me for like my card information or nothing like that. Or I think he did. I think he did ask me for my card number. And I told his ass, nigga, what you think I am, stupid? I ain't that fucking dumb. But I was stupid enough to give him the fucking account number. Okay, cool. So I look up, y'all. And I gave him the account number. And he kept telling me to check the status or whatever. And like, it kept saying that it was like pending. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm like, how long should it take before I get in there? He was like, it should take just a couple of days. Okay, cool. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to get through this story time before little dude give me too many problems. Okay, so I gave him the information. He told me that it was like supposed to only pin for a couple of days. And so then after like, I don't remember how long it was. It's a couple of days, I think. And he told me to go ahead and call up there to the bank and see what was going on, how long it would take to process. So I called the bank, ring, ring, baby. What's to it? And then he talk about some, I don't remember, I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember that. I don't remember what the hell they said to me on their bank phone, but I sure remember calling their ass. And, they was like, I think they said something about I had to wait or whatever. All I know is, okay, cool. It's sitting in there. I'm chilling with my cousin at the time. We're chilling, like having a good ass time, a grand ball. And next thing you know, ding ding, I check my phone, y'all. And that motherfucker, I shit you not, y'all. I ain't had but only 69 motherfucking cent in that damn thing, if not less. I only had some change in the fucking account. So, next thing I know, thank God I had no money in there. Next thing I know, y'all, my motherfucking phone is telling me that I am negative $500,000. Do you hear me? Like, are you hearing the words coming out of my mouth right now? Did you hear it? My motherfucker. $500,000 negative. I'm like, bro. Hell no. Bro, when I tell y'all, I called that bank so fucking fast, y'all. The bank was up on the phone, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit on my account? Talk about negative $500,000. Well, it was some fraudulence in your. Okay, well, I don't understand where the fuck the fraud came in at. And so next thing you know, they talk about some, yeah, I either gotta pay that shit back or wait a couple of years for it to go off on its own. I'm just like, so gee, I'm like, fuck that shit, bruh. So I'm like, bruh, I don't know where the fuck that came from. It wasn't even no money in there. Then I don't even have the type of bank account where you could even overdraw like that. So I don't even know how the fuck that even happened. So I told them it had to be some fraud going on. But I don't know, I have nothing to do with that shit. And so that's it. I know, yeah, they told me that shit that I had to either, so yeah, mind you, this happened, I think COVID was like 2020 or something like that. If it was 2020, I definitely was out of school. But, man, y'all, I fell for that shit. And they told me that the wait, I had to wait like 7 years. When I tell y'all, I'm still doing the time. I'm still doing the time right now. Right now. Like, y'all, if somebody fool y'all with this shit, don't fall for it. Because, see, this is my thing. Nobody told me about this shit. So, I thought that it was legit. And you know what? I should have known better because ain't nobody just giving out no free-ass motherfucking money. But I feel slow as hell that I didn't notice. Oh, yeah, this body blowing me like, girl, get right. Like, yeah, so I'm just like, that don't make no sense. Like, that don't make absolutely no sense whatsoever. So I'm trying to figure out, how did my account go from 69 cents to negative $500,000? And like I said, it wasn't $500,000 in there in the first fucking place. So what the fuck make you think I'm finna, how am I gonna come up with, you know how long it's gonna take me to make that much motherfucking money, bitch? I ain't got that shit, bro. I was pissed. What? So I call homie ass and I'm like, hey dude, like, what the fuck? How's my shit saying that? Oh man, it's just sometimes it go through and sometimes it don't, man. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. What the fuck you mean, sorry, nigga? You got ooh, y'all see I'm getting mad. You got $500,000 to give me to put back in this motherfucking bank? No, I sometimes it go through and sometimes, so why the fuck you didn't tell me this? You didn't tell me this shit. Now this done fuck with my shit. Now I look like a damn criminal or something. This is insane. So, yeah, y'all, sometimes some shit works out in life, and so everything happens for a reason. I feel like God made that happen for a reason, so I didn't fall for no more stupid shit because that didn't make no damn sense. I can't believe, y'all, I'm still paying for the consequences of that shit. Don't do that. Don't fall for no stupid ass shit like I did. That shit dumb as hell. Then, what is this? Oh, wow. Okay, so, anywho. Yeah, so motherfucking, what happened after that? Yeah, I was on his ass about that shit, and all he had to say to me was some motherfucking sorry. I didn't give a fuck about no goddamn sorry, bitch. The fuck? Ooh, y'all just don't even know. That shit pisses me off all over again, because now I'm still suffering the consequences of that dumb ass shit. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Kids, if you're watching, excuse big mama's language over here, because mama got a potty mouth, baby, but yeah, don't fall for nothing like that. If somebody tell you they finna give you some free money, don't take it. Do not take that shit, because you're not going to get no free money. Or if you do get the free money, you're going to have to pay that shit back. Or it's going to, get you in some serious trouble. You can go your ass to jail. Thank God I ain't never had to get to a point like that before in life. Thank Jesus. And then, I'm going to tell y'all about, since this video is so short, I'm going to tell y'all about the other time I got myself in some trouble. But this time, let me tell y'all something. Don't try to help people get out of their shit. You hear me? Don't put your life in danger to get somebody else out of their shit. So this time we gonna go back to, we gonna call okay. So this was me and my children's father at the time, y'all. So I'm not talking about Sean anymore. That story's over with. So we on to a different story. Just so y'all follow me. So I ended up, let me see. I ended up getting with, what am I saying? No. So, okay, boom, bada, bing, bang. Let me backtrack a little bit. Me and my baby daddy was together. My baby daddy ended up, what did he do? He got himself in some trouble with tickets and all this nonsense on his car or whatever. And it came a point where, he was getting like boots on his car. He was getting the car, you know, taking his stuff like towed and stuff like that. So, he had so much trouble on that ticket every time that we was, I ain't gonna lie y'all, we was out driving this goddamn car all over the place, and the sticker was expired for like 2 years. 2 years, them tickets was expired, and we driving around, whatever. Cool. So, yeah, so that bull shenanigans had happened or whatever, and, I'm trying to think what happened. So that stuff happened. We driving around. We get our butts pulled over. Like, that's the most that I have ever been pulled over in my life, y'all. Because I don't get pulled over. I don't get tickets. And I be driving like crazy, too. But I don't ever get no tickets. So, of course, we driving with expired sticker on the car. And we was doing DoorDash and everything, y'all. And we got away with it for a minute. So, the tickets kept racking up. And so he was trying to get to a point where he wanted to fix the, the license plate or whatever, and they wouldn't allow him to fix it. So I'm like, okay, well, I had, my license, still in from Georgia from when I stayed there, and I never switched it over because, you know, it didn't expire until 2028. So I'm like, okay, well, I know when I had my vehicle, mind you, I sold my vehicle by this time. So I didn't have a car. So I was like, well, we can go to Georgia and it won't be as much as how it is in Illinois or whatever. We can, you know, put it in my name. Because like I said, so let me backtrack a little bit. When he was trying to go get his name fixed on the license and stuff like that, they kept saying, oh, you got to pay this. Oh, you got to pay this. Oh, you got to pay that. And it was ridiculous amounts of money, like hundreds of dollars. And it's how you pay like this certain amount, 100, he got to pay another couple hundred. So I'm just like, damn, like that's too much motherfucking money. We ain't got it like that. So, excuse me. So, I was like, yeah, let's bob down to Georgia and we can put it in my name and I can get the license plates for cheap with no issues because I don't have any tickets on my license. Okay, cool. Agreed to the dumbass shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck be wrong with me. I just be falling for the okie dokie trying to be too fucking nice. And that's my problem, y'all. Don't be out here like me making big mistakes because this shit will fuck with your life for real. Dead ass. All bullshit aside, I know I be laughing and joking, but I'm not playing. I'm dead ass, y'all. Learn y'all something today. So, we go down to Georgia and I went to, you know, chill with my uncle for like the first day, and then the next day I went to try to handle that, but issues kept coming up. Like, I think the only thing that I didn't have was I paid all this money into this stuff, but I didn't have the funds for the insurance. They wanted me to have Georgia insurance. I had insurance, but I didn't have Georgia insurance, and they wouldn't switch it over, the little bullshit insurance that we had. So that was the problem. So I didn't end up getting to get the plates. Now, mind you, so we took the plates off of the car so that way that we wouldn't get pulled over in a whole nother state with that expired ass sticker on there. Man, my uncle told me when I left his house, go a specific way. Go right, don't go left. If you go left, you're going to end up down Terra Boulevard and the police be hot out there. I'm like, okay, well, how do I get this way? Like, when I go right, you telling me to go like I'm going towards McDonough, but I haven't lived down here in a couple of years, so I don't remember how the hell to get there. Then you moved. I don't know where the hell I'm at. So he was like, okay, follow GPS. Trying to be funny and shit. And I'm like, no, really, tell me how to get there. He was being a smart ass or whatever, so I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to follow the GPS. So the GPS made me go right, but then it turned me in a big dumbass circle, and it took me right down Terra Boulevard where he told me not to go. Okay, cool. So we going down there, and we going down there, and next thing you know, I was like, okay, we passing a Walmart. Let's go get some snacks for the road trip back from Georgia to Chicago. Cool. So we ended up like going into there to get some snacks to Walmart. And as we're pulling out, now mind you, at this Walmart, once you're coming out, is a stoplight, 4-way stoplight. You had to stop because the light was red. And so, okay, cool. We end up going, and I'm turning. I'm driving, by the way. I was pregnant with my second child. My daughter was in the car. My guy best friend was in the car, and my children's father was in the car in the passenger seat. So I'm driving, and I turn left, y'all. You can only go so fast at a red light. Be for real. Like, then the light turned green. I'm turning. Boom. As soon as I turn, whoop, whoop, I'm like, oh, man. So the man ended up pulling me over, and I'm just like, okay, cool. He come up to the car. Do you know why I pulled you over today? No, I don't know why you pulled me over. I was like, is it because of the plates? And he was like, no. He said, because you don't have your seatbelt on. Mind you, first of all, when you're pregnant, any woman that has had a child that is watching this, y'all can vouch for me. Y'all know that when you're driving or when you're in the car, you have to loosen the seatbelt when you're riding because around your stomach, so you can have some room to breathe. So I had the seatbelt, it was buckled in and everything, but I was like holding it loose while I was driving. So, it was still strapped around me, but it was just loose. So once the guy came up to the window and saw that I was holding it in my hand, that it was buckled in, he was just like, oh. And so he went back to his car or whatever, and he comes back and he was like, well, I'm going to give you a ticket for the license plate. And he was like, I'm going to give you a seatbelt ticket. I said, you don't give me a seatbelt ticket when I have my seatbelt on? Oh, you didn't have it on correctly. If you're disabled, you shouldn't be driving. Disabled? Since when the fuck was being pregnant a disability? So Buddy ass was like, yeah, well, nobody else in the car can drive. I said, no, their licenses aren't valid right now. And so he turns around, he says it again. So nobody in here could drive the car. I said, no, their licenses are not valid. He turns around and asks them, y'all couldn't drive? They both said, our licenses are not valid right now. She just told you that. He asked again. Can't nobody. I said, y'all, I was not trying to be no smart ass. Like, at this point, I'm just getting fucking annoyed. So the dude, he asked again. And so I'm like, no, that's why I'm driving. Who else is going to drive? My baby? And so I guess he was pissed off that I made a little smart aleck remark. So he went back to his car, writes another ticket, and he gives me a ticket for having a bald tire. So he gave me 3 tickets. Now, mind you, these tickets ended up totaling up to $700 something. Then they wanted me, once I went all the way back to Chicago, they wanted me to physically come back in person. Mind you, I was big and fucking pregnant. I was like well over 25 weeks pregnant. And so by the time that the ticket was due to go to court, it was way too close to my due date. Way too close. And so I called them and I was like, is there a way I could do it on Zoom or something? No, you have to physically be here. I said, well, this is too close to my due date. I cannot physically travel. I won't make it. From Chicago to Georgia is fucking 13 hours. There is no way possible that I can do that. No way. And so they rescheduled me a date. And the date that they fucking rescheduled me, I'm in the hospital giving fucking birth. So I couldn't make it back. So these assholes decide, oh, well, okay, this bitch couldn't make it, so they put a warrant out for my motherfucking arrest, y'all, because I could not make it to court because I was in the hospital delivering my baby. They told me basically, fuck the hospital and come down there regardless of the fact if I'm having a baby. If not, then, hey, warrant. That shit was bogus as hell, y'all, so I had a warrant on my motherfucking name for like a year, G. A whole motherfucking year, and yeah, they put a warrant out for my arrest because I didn't show up to court. But I was telling them, like, how the fuck y'all expect me to go, like, be fucking for real. Be for real. So, I was battling this shit back, in November and shit, trying to get this shit off my name. Boom, the ticket goes up to $800 some. And so they was like, yeah, you got to get here within a couple of days, come do the court date, leave, and come back. As y'all seen, I was doing, YouTube videos in November. Go back and check. I was pregnant as hell. How the fuck And I was actually 30 something weeks at the time. How the fuck you expect me? Okay, they want me to come down there. 13 hours down there. Turn around. I got to come back. Then go back in a couple more days to sit there and do the trial. Man, I ain't got time for that shit. How the fuck am I going to get down there? Y'all ain't got no Zoom meeting like anybody else. Like Illinois, how they have Zoom meetings and stuff like that to do the court date. And they, you know, get the shit done. But that bullshit ended up happening. And yeah, that stupid shit ended up fucking happening. And yeah, I finally ended up getting the shit off. Then when I tried to get it off, I ended up having to pay them an extra $100 something. I had to pay them $900 something to get that shit off my name. Turned around, and then they told me that my shit would be they would drop the warrant and they would drop the suspension because they suspended my license too. So then they said they was gonna drop the suspension. They turned around and made me pay them an extra $200 fucking to reinstate my motherfucking license. And I finally just got that bullshit off my name, and it's clear. And now I no longer have a Georgia license. I have an Illinois license, bitch. Fuck you talking about, hoe. And yeah, that's how you do that shit. But more of the story, don't fall for no stupid shit. And when people offering you free money, don't take it. I promise you, that shit not valid. And for two, don't try to get nobody else out of trouble when you can't even save your goddamn self. Focus on you and yourself and your motherfucking pockets and what the hell you can and can't control. You cannot control if somebody else is not being responsible and taking care of their responsibilities. Yeah. And that's going to be the end of the story time, because I feel like this video is long enough, as you guys can see. And it's getting really hot from holding him, so I need to go lay him down and stuff like that. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Oh, yeah, I be, you know, every now and then I change up the songs at the beginning of the video. If y'all forgot, you know, I do a little sang or whatever. I haven't sang in a minute. You know, all this going on. But yeah, tune in to my songs, my music and shit like that. It's all over Apple Music, Spotify, whatever the hell music shit, I'm a jigababber, YouTube. Look me up, honey. Look me up, honey. Yes. Anywho, bye y'all. I love you guys. See you later.